Welcome back. It's story time, where we share stories from the past to navigate the future.
Picture this. France, 1653, a man named Nicolas Fouquet reaches the zenith of his career. In a world of opulence and power, Nicolas Fouquet's rise was nothing short of a meteoric marvel. Born in 1615 into a powerful French family, Fouquet was no stranger to privilege. His education in law and finance was exceptional, laying the groundwork for an early career in government that was nothing short of impressive. His talents didn't go unnoticed and soon caught the eye of a young Louis XIV. At that time, under the regency of Cardinal Mazarin, Louis XIV entrusted Fouquet with significant financial responsibilities. The trust was well placed, and in 1653, Nicolas Fouquet found himself at the pinnacle of his career, serving as France's finance minister. His skills were put to the test in bringing stability to the nation's finances, which were in turmoil following the Fronde civil wars. But Fouquet's ambitions were not limited to the realm of finance. He had a vision, a grand design that would manifest itself in the form of the magnificent Château de Vaux-le-Vicomte. Under Fouquet's meticulous supervision, the château came to life, boasting breathtaking gardens by André Le Nôtre, exquisite frescoes by Charles Lebrun, and opulent furnishings that would have made even the most extravagant courtier blush. In 1661, Fouquet decided to share his vision with the world, or at least with King Louis XIV and his court. He hosted an extravagant fête at Vaux-le-Vicomte, an event that would be remembered for its grandeur, marked by extravagant decorations, feasts, and fireworks. Little did he know the opulence of the event would arouse the king's jealousy, setting in motion a series of events that would lead to his dramatic downfall. And so, Nicolas Fouquet, at the height of his power, decided to throw a party that would forever change his life. In August 1661, Fouquet hosted a fête at Vaux-le-Vicomte that would seal his fate. Picture this, a sumptuous party thrown within the magnificent walls of the Château de Vaux-le-Vicomte. Amid the opulence, the exquisite frescoes, and the breathtaking gardens, the crème de la crème of French society, including King Louis XIV himself, gathered to revel in the grandeur. Fouquet, in all his glory, presided over the event, undoubtedly basking in the awe-inspired faces of his guests. The feast was lavish, the decorations extravagant, and the fireworks display nothing short of breathtaking. But amid the merriment and festivities, a storm was brewing. Louis XIV, the Sun King himself, watched as Fouquet's spectacle unfolded, his eyes holding a spark not of admiration, but of jealousy. Louis, who was used to being the center of attention, the epitome of power and grandeur, was now overshadowed by his finance minister's grand display of wealth. Louis's famous words, "On ne fait pas de fête pareille chez le roi." One does not throw such parties in the king's presence, echoed in the halls of the chateau, setting the stage for Fouquet's downfall. Barely 3 weeks after the fete, Fouquet was arrested on charges of embezzlement and financial misconduct. It was the beginning of a long, drawn-out trial, one that was predetermined from the start by a jealous king eager to assert his dominance. Despite pleas of innocence and evidence to the contrary, Fouquet was found guilty. His punishment, life imprisonment. Stripped of his titles, his wealth, and his freedom, Fouquet spent the last 19 years of his life in a fortress in the French Alps, a far cry from the opulence of Vaux-le-Vicomte. From the zenith of power to life imprisonment, the fall of Nicolas Fouquet was as dramatic as his rise. So, what can we learn from the story of Nicolas Fouquet? It's a tale that's more than just a historical account. It offers valuable insights into human nature and the dynamics of power. Fouquet's story underscores the risky game of unchecked ambition, especially within an environment of opulence and power. His rapid rise and equally swift downfall illustrate the precarious balance of success in the court of Louis XIV, a place where jealousy and competition often overpowered reason and fairness. Fouquet's downfall also sheds light on the dangerous implications of arousing the envy of those in higher power. His grandiose fête at Vaux-le-Vicomte, meant to impress, instead sparked the king's jealousy, triggering his downfall. This reminds us that even in the pursuit of success, one must tread carefully, keeping in mind the dynamics of the environment and the potential consequences of our actions. In the end, Nicolas Fouquet serves as a stark reminder that unchecked ambition, even in the most opulent settings, can lead to downfall.